that I'm not just sitting here talking to myself and you guys can all hear me, you guys can all see me. Go ahead and just let me know in the chat. If you guys can hear me, if you guys can see me, just go ahead and let me know in the chat. Yep, yep. Okay, perfect, perfect. Perfect. All right, we're gonna get rolling here very, very soon. We're just gonna give it a couple of minutes to go ahead and let people have the opportunity to actually go and join in. But while we, wait, maybe just like 1 minute, go ahead and drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. I'm here in beautiful Puerto Rico. Let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from. We got Denver, Colorado. Andy in Denver, Colorado. Awesome. It's got to be cold there. I can't do the cold. I'm here in sunny, beautiful Puerto Rico. We got Costa Rica. We got North Carolina. Awesome, awesome. Charlotte's beautiful. Love it. Awesome. Let's go. Yes, sir. We got Dallas, Texas. Dallas is amazing. I love Texas. New York. New York is also beautiful. I've only been to New York a handful of times, but I love it. I absolutely love New York. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get rolling here pretty soon. We got a good group of people. We got Cali gang. Let's go. We got a good group of people rolling in. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with everything. And then throughout the whole entire time, if any questions do come up, feel free to drop in the chat all of your questions. I want to make sure that everyone does get their questions answered. Okay, so welcome to the automated content scaling workshop. So over the next hour or so, I'm going to run you through my entire system. Basically the exact blueprint on how you can generate $10,000 to $20,000 a month on YouTube without making any videos yourself. So you don't have to film any videos, you don't have to edit any videos. Nearly everything is 100% automated. This is the same system that I've been studying and mastering over the past 7 years. So what took me years of trial and error, I'm going to compress into this one session for you today. So here's what we're going to be doing, right? My goal during our small amount of time together is to give you the confidence, the clarity, and also the exact step-by-step strategies to start and scale a YouTube business to $10,000 or more per month. That's what we're pretty much all here for. So I am going to be covering a lot of ground in this workshop. So again, at any point, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I got my chat pulled up right here. I do want to make sure that everyone understands every single detail of what I'm teaching. But first, let me tell you like who the hell I am and why you should even listen to me. Because I'm not some silver spoon kid who had everything handed to him. I'm not some guru who just read a book and decided to teach what I read. I built all of this from the ground up. Before I do get into my story, I need you to lock in, right? I need to make sure you're locked in because by the end of this workshop, you're going to know the exact 5-step system that I use to generate over $100,000 a month on YouTube without filming a single video or editing a single frame. It doesn't matter if you're brand new to this, have zero tech skills, or have tried something like this before and failed, because none of that matters once you understand the system that I'm going to be teaching. But you're only going to get it if you're actually present. So right now, make sure to put the phone down, make sure to close all of the extra tabs, get a pen and paper ready, because by the end of this, I want to make sure that you actually learn something valuable, something that genuinely makes you more confident that you can do this. So, my name is Scott Smith, and I'm going to keep it real with you, right? I was the most average person that you'd ever meet. I played football in high school, I played football in college, and I genuinely thought that I was going to make it to the NFL. I had the girlfriend, had the whole picture in my head of how my life was supposed to go. Then my ex sat me down and she told me she couldn't be with me anymore because I wasn't going anywhere in life. And after I sat with that for a little bit, I looked around and thought, okay, like she might be right. I had no direction, no plan. I was just the guy that knew I had to change something. So this right here is my actual college transcript. Out of 2.3 GPA, I was a business major and I couldn't even do that right. I dropped out after a year of being in college. So at this point in time, I'm a college dropout working overnight shifts at UPS, throwing boxes on a truck for barely anything. And I was watching everybody else figure out life while I'm stuck on a loading dock at 3 in the morning. So at this point in time, I'm seeing people build businesses online, making money from virtually anywhere in the world. I wasn't personally dreaming of making $100,000 a month. I literally just wanted enough to not have to work at UPS anymore. And if you've ever personally been in this situation where you know that you're meant for more, but you just can't see that path yet, let me know in the chat. Drop a two in the chat if you've been in this position. Maybe you're in this position right now where you personally know you're meant for more, but you just can't see that path. Mary, Daniel, Andy, I feel you. I was there. You're seeing this right now. This was me at this moment. So clearly a lot has changed in the past couple of years. So I want to talk about how I got into YouTube and how it changed my life forever. Because I didn't tell the full story, right? I didn't randomly just stumble into YouTube. I actually got my start way back on Vine. I don't know if you guys remember Vine, but this was in high school. This video right here ended up going viral. It got over 1 million views. And then when that went viral, people started paying me to edit their Vine videos. And then I read this book right here. This book changed my life. And one specific concept in there actually changed my life. So when you have a skill, you have to learn how to monetize it. So that's what I personally focused on, right? Then Vine shut down. So the platform that I built everything on was just gone overnight. But I already knew how to get attention online. I just needed a new platform. And that's what led me to YouTube. So I started my first faceless YouTube channel. And this was while I was still working overnight shifts at UPS. This right here is my very, very first channel. This was before the algorithm is easy, before shorts existed, and before AI would do about 90% of the work for you. And I'm doing all of this while I'm still at UPS. And the first 6 months were brutal. And honestly, it felt like I was climbing a ladder that had no top. So I quit UPS and I went all in on YouTube. It was one of the scariest things that I've done because I was quitting the safe route. And this was the overall trajectory. So right here in the middle, this is the first 6 months of YouTube. $0. And then I started treating it like a business, and everything just completely took off. So the moment I started running everything like a real operation, started building systems, the channel actually took off. And these are a few of my other channels. This channel right here, over $500,000 in lifetime earnings. And I did actually end up selling this channel back in 2020. And then this channel over here, this channel, I'm going to show you a little bit later on, over $3 million in lifetime earnings. And it makes over $1,000 every single day. But if we fast forward to today, I went from living in Florida on the water to moving to Puerto Rico, where I pay only 4% tax. And I have my very, very, very spoiled $3,000 dog, which is, he's here with me right now. And then on the far right, I got another one of my $1 million plaques. Kinsey, yes, this is live. And this is me in the room right now. So here's the thing that I want you to realize, right? This isn't just my story, right? This is a system. It's a repeatable system. And throughout this whole entire workshop tonight, I'm going to teach you how to replicate this repeatable system. With that being said, I'm not sitting here telling you this training will make you 7 figures by next year, right? I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke. But what I am saying is that this system works. And the people who actually follow it, actually put in the work, they see results, real results. And I want to show you what I mean, right? These are a few of my clients, right? In the top left, first month, this client hit $5,000. One video made over $1,500. In the bottom left, this client, after 1 year of working with me, over $300,000 that they made on this one channel. Right here in the middle, this client's channel is making $25,000 a month. In the top right, this client quit their 9-to-5 job and they're making over $10,000 a month. Which is all cool and all, but like none of that matters if you don't actually implement the knowledge that I'm teaching. So the people that you just saw, they didn't watch this workshop and from there just go back to scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, right? I've posted free content that's helped people scale to 5, 10, even $15,000 a month. If you're here today in this workshop, it's because you need more than what's out there for free. You need more clarity, more direction, and more accountability. And I can help you with all of that, but you have to actually implement, right? I'm I'm going to make sure by the end of it, you're actually confident, you have a lot more clarity, and that's the deal, right? I can give you all of that, but we need to make a deal that you're going to actually implement all of it. So, do we have a deal? Type deal in the chat if we have the deal. I'm going to give you the knowledge, I'm going to give you the systems, but you have to implement everything that I'm teaching. Amir, we got a deal. Michael, we have a deal. Jim, we have a deal. Andy, we have a deal. Daniel, we have a deal. Arturo, we have a deal. Kinsey, we have a deal. All right. Pinky promise, there's no take backsies. A deal is a deal. Okay, so we're going to get into the real sauce because there's three paths to wealth. Number one, a high income skill. So having a skill and monetizing it. Number two, investing. So putting your money to work. Number three, ownership. You own something that actually makes you money, whether you're there or not. And YouTube automation is it's the fast track because it combines two of these at the same time. So it combines a high income skill and ownership. So with the business, it's high cash flow, high profit margins, and you scale with this system in not your own time. So every single video you upload onto your channel, it compounds your income over time. Every video is an asset that keeps paying you months after you publish it. And the old way of YouTube was sitting in front of a camera, filming yourself, editing for hours, and just hoping something goes viral. That's not a business, that's pretty much just a job. The new way is AI does 90% of the work for you, and the content team pretty much handles the rest. With the channel, you're the owner, not the operator. And there's three keys that I need you to understand before we really get into everything. Number one, I get to control my own income. So there's no boss deciding if I get a raise. Number two, my income directly reflects my efforts. The harder I work, the more money I make. And number three, every new channel I add increases my income. And that's pretty much my raise. And then when you have $20, $30, $50,000 a month stacking as profit from your channels, you can turn around and start more channels. And then at that point, you can scale faster because now you have the capital and the system. So one channel ends up becoming a portfolio of channels generating serious wealth. And let me know in the chat, how many channels over the next 365 days do you want to start? Is it one? Is it two? Is it three channels? Let me know in the chat. Amir wants to start two. Mary wants to start two. Andy's starting three. Arturo starting three. Daniel's going for two. Tim's going for three. Brian's going for three. 5+. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2. All right. A lot of people, they have their goal set. Kinsey, one good one, 100%. One good channel can make you 20, 30, even $50,000 a month. There's literally no ceiling to how much you can actually make off any single channel. So we have the goals in place, but how do we go and reach those goals? What I'm about to share with you for free tonight, it completely changed my life. And it's also helped change many lives of people around me. And this isn't just like a theory, right? This isn't some course that I read and decided to reteach, right? This is what I've lived and what I've built and also what I've helped other people build. So how did I actually do it? I built the 5-step automated content system. And this system has generated over $5 million in ad revenue alone. That's not counting brand deals or affiliate marketing. And I'm going to walk you through every single step tonight. Let's go ahead and start with step number 1, choosing your niche. So the niche is the foundation of everything, right? If you get your niche right, everything else is 10 times easier. If you get it wrong, none of the other steps matter. Only 3 things matter when you're picking a niche. Number 1, the niche has to have evergreen plus trending potential, right? This allows you to get consistent views, but also take advantage of those viral moments. Number two, clear audience demand. Are there viewers who actually want this content? Number three, the niche has to be profitable. So it has to have good RPMs. Now, the RPMs is how much YouTube pays you per 1,000 views. And I want to answer the number one most misunderstood question about picking your niche. I hear this all the time. You need a lot of views to make real money on YouTube, right? Like it sounds logical, right? More views equal more money. Wrong. So the real money equation is revenue equals RPM times view velocity. So again, RPM is how much you get paid per 1,000 views, and view velocity is how fast and how many views you're actually getting. So a channel that doesn't get millions of views but has a high RPM can make way more than a channel getting tons of views with a low RPM, right? It's not about the most views. It's the right combination. And I want to go ahead and show you what I actually mean, because let's look at two different channels, right? So we'll look at one channel that gets a ton of views, obviously makes good money, but then we'll also look at another channel that doesn't get a lot of views, but still makes good money. So this channel, 3.4 million views, it's making $24,000 every single month. And if we go to the views, right? This channel got 93,000 views May 6th, and which made $986. Now, this channel right here, that's not the channel, this channel, over the past 28 days, it didn't even get a million views, but it made $5,250. So from just 22,000 views, this channel made $222 because of the RPMs. Like if we go over to the RPMs, over the past 28 days, $7.76 RPM. So this channel doesn't need a lot of views to make good money, right? That's the key difference of actually being able to be in the right niche. Now, does all of that make sense, right? Let me know. Does all of that make sense? Is everyone following along so far? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect, perfect. And I'm going to get into a lot more about the niche, right? Let me go over what we actually optimize for. So what we actually optimize for is high view velocity, solid RPMs in that like $10 range, and repeatable winners. So enough topic depth for hundreds of videos. That way, over time, your channel just continuously grows. But the question is, how do you actually find these niches, right? There's 3 steps. Step 1, verify view velocity. Step 2, confirm RPM potential. And step 3, reverse engineer the winners. Let me go ahead and break down each one of these. So we're going to start with reverse engineering the winners. The most underrated tool for choosing your niche, I want to see if you guys know it, because I do give out a lot of value. What do you guys think is the most underrated tool for verifying the niche? NextLev, Google, and Kit, you're close. YouTube itself, 100%. Helium, I've never heard of Helium. So the most underrated tool for verifying your niche is just YouTube itself, right? And I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process, because on YouTube, what you're going to do is filter for high view velocity winners, and then you're going to save the channels with proof of repeat winners, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull up YouTube and actually walk you through this process. So let me go ahead and switch over to my screen. And on YouTube, what we're going to do is we're going to search a keyword. So let's just say I'm getting into the film and TV show niche. I'm going to go ahead and just search Netflix movies, right? Let's add a top, right? Let's add top Netflix movies. Top Netflix movies. So on here, like right off the bat, we have this channel Movie Time. If we go ahead and open up this channel Movie Time, we can see it has 57,000 subscribers. However, it's still getting good views. One day ago, 4.8 thousand views, 5 days ago, 6.1 thousand. 9 days ago, 56,000 views. So this channel is a great channel to actually go and replicate. So what I would do is I would go ahead and I would save this channel to my list. I would save this channel to my list. And if we go ahead and go back, we can see this channel's movie time. If this is a different channel, this one's movie time with a space. This one's just movie time, no spaces. So if I go ahead and I open up this channel, same thing. This channel only has 32,000 subscribers. However, again, it's still getting great views. So again, this channel is a great channel to go and replicate. And that's how I basically use YouTube to find other profitable niches and find other successful channels in specific niches. YouTube analytics, yeah, you can go through and actually study these channels, Michael. So YouTube analytics, you can only have access to that for your channel. However, you can actually use YouTube to identify other channels that would be good to replicate. And here's the thing. If these channels can do it, you can also do it, right? It just proves it's possible. And you can probably do it better with the system that I'm teaching. So, step number 2, and make sure you take a screenshot of this slide because these are all of the tools that I personally use to verify view velocity. So Social Blade, vidIQ, TubeBuddy, ViewStats, ChatGPT. I'm also going to add Claude to this list, Google Trends, Glimpse, and then also just other competitor channels. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this screen. Let me know when you have the screenshot. I'm going to switch it in like 10 seconds. Like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope you got that screenshot. Also, I highly recommend taking a screenshot of this screen because this is a little cheat sheet of niches that I personally know work, right? These are proven profitable niches. I'm not going to read every single one, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove myself because all of this side is missing right now. You can't see it. So I'm going to go ahead and move myself. That way you can actually take a screenshot. All right. Let me know when you have the screenshot. I'm going to give it like 3 more seconds, right? 3, 2, 1. All right. I am now back. I hope you got that screenshot because this is a cheat sheet of niches that I personally know work. Yes, thanks. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what niche from this list? Let me know. What niche are you going to get into? Is it luxury? Is it finance? Is it tech, sports, history? Let me know what niche. We have cars, really good niche. And there's a lot of really good sub niches in that niche as well. Tech, same thing. Tech is a really profitable niche, very high RPMs, and there's a very high view velocity. Business, military. Which one did I do first? I started with sports. Same thing that I was doing on Vine. I ended up going to YouTube and replicating that. So I started with sports, specifically NFL. Space is definitely a very good niche. Educational kids. I don't recommend kids, right? I optimize for high RPMs. The kids niche has a very, very low RPM. Yes, these are all very evergreen and very trending niches. There's a lot of trending topics that happen with every single one of these niches. Can I do NFL or soccer? Yeah, 100%. Both are very good niches. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into step number 2, right? Step number 2, hire your S tier content team. And I need you to really lock in here because this step is incredibly important. If this step is not done correctly, you're going to end up wasting your time uploading videos, wondering why nothing is working, right? If the quality of the content is not there, if you end up rushing this hiring process, you're literally setting yourself up for failure. You're not going to see results, period. So you need to make sure that you take your time with this and really lock in on the knowledge that I'm going to give you. So there's 3 key roles: a scriptwriter, a thumbnail designer, and a video editor. These people are your entire content machine. And I'm going to break down the most important things to focus on when you're actually hiring each one. We're going to go ahead and start with the scriptwriter and thumbnail designer because these go hand in hand. They're also not expensive hires. A good scriptwriter is about 20 bucks and a good thumbnail designer is about 10 bucks. So about $30 for each role. There's 3 steps to go through. Step number 1, post a job on upwork.com. Step number 2, review the sample work that comes in from that job posting. And step number 3, send your top picks a test project that you choose. Upwork's going to handle the payments, the contracts, everything. And I'm going to show my screen so I can show you where to go for all of that. So on Upwork, in the top right, you want to click post a job. It'll then bring you here. I typically go long-term project because this is, of course, you want to work with your content teams long-term. So we're going to choose long-term project, hit continue. And then for the job title, right, it can just literally be something like hiring. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Hiring faceless YouTube script writer. And then you're going to choose script writing. And then I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint and walk you through the rest of that process. So this is going to be the job description that we're going to use. Yes, you 100% need money to start this business. So this is going to be the job posting that we're going to use. And this may seem long, right? But I'm going to break it down piece by piece, and then go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Can you guys see this all good? I want to make sure that you're able to see this all good. Take a screenshot of this. Yes, okay, perfect. So don't let the super long text intimidate you, right? I'm going to walk you through each section so you understand exactly what all of this is. So first, we're going to start with the overview. Let me go ahead and zoom even more in on the overview section. So on the overview section, this is pretty much like where you're going to tell people what the job actually is. So this section alone is going to filter out people who just want creative freedom with zero direction, right? That's not what we need. And then in terms of the what you'll do, this is basically breaking down their daily responsibilities and what the overall role is going to look like day to day with the requirements section, right? This is your non-negotiable list, right? If someone doesn't check every single one of these boxes, they're out, right? This section exists to pretty much save you time. You don't want to be 3 days into a trial and then realize somebody can't handle feedback and then also just misses every single, deadline. And then you have your nice to haves, right? The nice to haves, these aren't deal breakers if someone doesn't have every single one, but if 2 candidates are pretty much neck and neck, this is what's going to tip the scale to one side. And then finally, the workload section. With the workload section, this is where you're going to set expectations. And you're pretty much telling people up front, this isn't a one-off gig. You're looking for somebody who wants to actually build with you. And this alone is going to scare off people who just want a one-time thing, get a quick 50 bucks, and just disappear, right? That's not what we want. Now, when you post this in 24 hours, you're going to have a flood of applicants. And your average applicant pool is going to look something like this. And I want you to pay attention here because when you go into the overall applicant section, there's a lot of information right off the bat. So let's look at these applicants right here. We have somebody like this person up here, right? This person up here, there's 30 completed jobs, 987 total hours worked, and they've made over $10,000. So this is somebody that other people have trusted with real work, and this, scriptwriter, they completed and delivered consistently, right? This is the kind of person that you want to take seriously. Now, if you go and compare that to somebody like Harm, right? 0 completed jobs and $0 earned. Like, I'm not saying this person can't write a good script. Maybe they're incredible, but you're not in the business of being somebody's first client. It's literally just like, Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger says if somebody asks him how to hire a good CEO, he says, other people that look for people that have already been a good CEO at other companies, right? That's what we're trying to do here, right? We're not trying to be the canary in the coal mine. So look for other people that other people has actually trusted with their money. So what you're doing is you're scanning through applicants, look at the numbers first, the jobs completed, and the hours worked and how much they've actually made. Now, this is where it gets really important because we have a good applicant on the left and a bad applicant on the right. We're going to go ahead and scroll in on the good applicant section. This is their overall job posting, right? So it's a detailed cover letter. They actually read the job post and they attached sample scripts at the very bottom, right? This is the most important piece. If they don't attach sample work, you can't even see if they're good at script writing. If we go to the bad applicant, we can see there's no sample work provided. This cover letter might be good, but I'm not even going to look at any of it because there's no sample work actually provided. It's an instant skip. All right. Just a quick overview of everything that I went over. What we want to look for is previous sample work that you can actually review, engaging writing that keeps the script clear and easy to follow, and storied scripts that are easily followed and you can actually visualize them. So the scriptwriter has to be good at storytelling. That's one of the biggest pieces. And we're going to go ahead and play a quick game, right? A quick quiz. So I'm going to give you traits of a scriptwriter applicant, and I want you to tell me in the chat, is this good or is this bad? So first one, your scriptwriter uses strong opinions in the script to make the content more engaging. Let me know in the chat. Is this good or bad? Good, 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 good. Okay, awesome. Everyone's got it pretty much. Everyone's pretty much got it. Yes, this is good, right? Oof, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so this is good, right? Because you want strong opinions in your script, right? That's what makes it a lot more engaging. Nobody likes to click on a video where the narrator says, well, some people think this, some people think that, and honestly, both sides have a point, right? That's just boring, and that gets scrolled past in half a second. Now, next one. Your scriptwriter provides multiple writing samples, but when you read through them, every single sample is very similar in terms of the style. Good or bad? Bad, 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 bad. Everyone's got it right, right? This is bad. If every sample sounds the same pacing, same tone, same structure, that tells you that one person can only write in one style. So that's 100% bad. Everyone's up 100% so far, right? Everyone's locked in. I love to see it. All right. Last one. Your scriptwriter keeps scripts short and simple instead of adding deeper explanations. Good or bad? Bad, 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 bad. Everyone's locked in, right? Everyone's locked in 100%. Everyone went 100%, right? This is bad, right? Because with long form content, with YouTube, it needs to be engaging. The only way it can be engaging if there's actually deeper explanations. Everyone is locked in. I love to see it. Okay. You've got your scriptwriter. In terms of your thumbnail designer, it's the same process as the scriptwriter, right? You can overall do the same exact steps. But let's move on to the video editor, right? Same process on Upwork, same 3 steps. You already know the system, right? We just went through the entire system. The only thing that changes is the price point in how you're actually hiring your editor. So for an editor, it's about $40 per video. And if we go and add that up, it's about $70 to $75 for a fully finished, ready to upload video for the script, for the edit, and for the thumbnail. And you can just use 11labs.io for the voiceover. So the best thing about this is the fact that every video you upload is actually going to be a long-term asset. Let me go ahead and actually show you what I mean. So this video right here, this is one video that I uploaded, right? This video, last 28 days, has made $373. If I go to since published, since I published this video in 2023, this one video has made $98,000. I paid $75 to get this video made. So I paid $75. It's made over $98,000, and I uploaded it in 2023. And every single month, it's still making me $373. Now, just imagine if you stack like 10 of those videos. So once you have a backlog of evergreen videos, just that backlog of evergreen videos can make you $3,000 to $5,000 every single month. How long do you think a video should be? A minimum of 8+ minutes, right? You want to shoot for a minimum of 8 minutes. Bad for long videos, probably for YouTube Shorts. For the previous question, yeah, I don't really dabble with shorts too much. I really do long form content, for every single video, because long form content, that's what makes the most money. That gives 2 ad commercials minimum, right? Michael, for 8-minute videos, you're able to have mid-roll ads. So you can actually choose where you want to place your ads. You can have an ad every minute if you want to. Okay, so with your content team, with your video editor, this is the hiring prompt that you want to use. So for your hiring prompt, again, go ahead and take a screenshot of this. And it's a very similar structure as the scriptwriter post. So we have the overview, the daily responsibilities, the requirements, the nice to haves, and the compensation, right? You already know this whole entire framework. So 8 minutes is perfect. Yeah, you can also go longer videos as well. So let me know when you have this screenshot. Let me know in the chat when you have this screenshot. I don't want to skip it until everyone's got it. Okay. That should be more than enough time. Okay, cool. So this is your average applicant pool for video editors. And again, same process as before. Let me know in the chat. Out of these 3 people, who would you automatically skip? We have Haider, Amir, Mohammed. Who would you skip out of these 3 people based off what you see right here? Option A, Haider. Yep, exactly. Because of the fact 0 completed jobs, 0 total hours, and only $100 earned, which doesn't make sense because he has 0 completed jobs and 0 total hours. Now, I'm not saying he's not a good editor. He could be an amazing editor, but you don't want to go and test it. You don't want to, waste your money if you can be bad when we have somebody like the second option, 36 completed jobs and over $10,000 earned. So a lot of work done with this person, which means he's most likely going to be your best choice just off the overall initial phase of scanning through these people. Now, again, same thing, good editor on the left, bad, I'm phrasing that completely wrong. Good applicant on the left, bad applicant on the right. So on the good applicant side, we can see, detailed cover letter. He mentions specific experience with documentary style content, and he actually provides YouTube links that you can go and watch of his example work. That's exactly what we're looking for. Now, on the right, this is a video editor post, right? He applied to a video editor job, and his attachment was just a picture of his workstation, right? Yeah, only an image, right? I want to see his example work. I want to see previous work that he's worked on. It's exactly what we state in the job description is when applying, provide examples of previous work. So I obviously want to see examples of his previous work. So of course, I'm not gonna, go and message him or hire him because he can't follow, that one specific instruction. Now, when you go and get your sample work, right, when you pick out the people that you like the best and you're getting a sample from them, what we're looking for is adequate editing skills that produce consistent videos. Number two, videos still feel like high quality edits even when you watch them on mute. And then also high quality clips that fit and guide viewers through the script. So that's what we're looking for when we're actually applying, when we're actually getting a test sample. Nicholas, this is a perfect time to answer that question. You asked that question at the perfect time. How do you know they shared samples? The shared samples are actually theirs. So this is why we have that very last step of getting a sample from them. So this is what to look for when we're actually getting a sample of their work. So before even paying a single dollar, we want to get a sample of based on a topic in a script that we provide. That way, they're going to send you back the sample and you're going to see if that sample matches the work that they provided. All right, now quiz time. Same process as before, right? Round two, same game. I'm going to throw some scenarios at you. And this time we're evaluating for a video editor. And I want you to tell me in the chat, is this good or is this bad, right? So first one, your editor provides several samples, but they all use the same editing style and pacing. Michael, bad. Carlos, bad. Bad, 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 100%. Yep. Is everyone just going to go 100%? Is everyone going to get 100% on these on these quizzes? I have to make them harder next time, huh? Okay. Yes, this is bad. Obviously, it's bad because if they're all the same style, that editor can only edit one style of video. Okay, next one. Your editor uses a lot of effects and transitions to keep the video visually engaging. Exactly, Arturo. You want to test their range. Good, 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 good. Exactly, 100%. Right? This is obviously good because it's faceless content. If it was like a personality channel, this probably wouldn't be good because, it's a personality channel. But for faceless channels, there's no person making eye contact, right? There's no hand gestures. There's no facial expressions to, keep that engagement. So to compensate for that, we have to use the effects, the transitions, all of that to keep the videos engaging. All right, next one. The video still feels polished and easy to follow even when the video is muted. Good or bad? Let me know. Good, 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 good. Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of people don't think to actually test this, but it's one of the best ways to evaluate a video editor. You want to pull up their sample and you want to mute it and just watch, because that tells you how good their clip selection is. If you can watch a video on mute, Jim, exactly, extra good. If you can watch a video on mute and it's still easy to follow, that means they're very good at visually telling a story. That's super important. Now, last one. All right, this is the last one from the quiz. If everyone gets 100%, I'm gonna be shocked. Most of the clips used appear to come from stock footage libraries. Good or bad? We're gonna see. Bad, good. Michael got it wrong. You were 100%, Michael. You were 100%. All right, this is bad, right? And let me explain why. Because stock footage is boring. Stock footage is very boring. You've seen it a million times, right? The voiceover says success, right? And here comes that one clip of a guy, walking through an office with a suit. There's a glass office, or like the voiceover says money, and there's like the slow motion $100 bills falling. It's just very generic and it's just super boring. So in my videos, I typically aim for zero stock footage. I want my clips to come from content that's already out there on the internet, but it's just made transformative to make sure that it's fair use. So all the content is all my videos are not copyright because of the law, because of the fair use law. I make sure all of my videos are transformative, which allows me not to have to only use stock footage. We almost went 100%. Okay, so step three, right? This is where we start getting into actually making the videos, right? So this is where your channel goes from an idea to an actual business producing content. There's three things that are very important when you're getting your first videos made, right? So number one, finding winning video ideas using actual data. Number two, using AI correctly. And I'm going to put a big emphasis on this. Using AI correctly as a tool, not a replacement for your brain. AI is a really, really, really good tool, but if you just 100% rely on it, you're not going to be able to use it correctly. And number three, letting your team execute. Oh, no need to apologize, Michael. No need to apologize. Daniel, what do you think of just using AI for videos? Bad. So if it's 100% AI generated content, your channel is going to get taken down by YouTube, or your channel is not going to be able to be monetized. So 100% AI generated content is not able to make money on YouTube. Explain option one. We're going to get into that right now, right? So here's the exact process that I use. Number one, analyzing other channels. And you can use Claude to do this. Number two, research trending topics using Google Trends and Gemini. And number three, script production. So using all of that data to actually build a research pack for your scriptwriter. And as a pro tip, don't copy big channels, right? Study smaller channels under 100,000 subscribers and find those gaps that you can actually fill, right? That's where the real opportunity is at on YouTube. Now, in order to do all of that, there's three tools that you need to install, right? Go ahead and write these down or take a screenshot. So number one, Claude Chrome extension. So this is what I personally use to gather video ideas from channels that I'm researching. So it pulls up the data, it organizes everything into a clean table, and you get all of that data from Claude's Chrome extension. Number two, Google Gemini. So Google Gemini, this is what I use for trending topics, right? So essentially it finds trending topics in a niche that allows you to basically see what people are actively searching for. Number three, vidIQ. This tool comes with the script Bible. So this lets you pull entire transcripts from YouTube videos. That way, if you find a video that's performing very, very well, you can get that entire transcript and basically analyze it for your script writer. Yeah, let me go ahead and, I can't move it right now, but let me go ahead and remove myself real quick. That way you can take a quick screenshot of this. I want to make sure you have this. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. That way you can get that screenshot. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, perfect. There we go. No worries at all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and actually get into the steps. Now, again, I'm going to remove myself real quick. Go ahead and take a screenshot. Let me go ahead and do that for you super, super quick. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and I'm back. So this is the exact prompts that I personally use, right? So these two prompts, number one, this is where we're going to use Claude's Chrome extension. So with this prompt, it's going to pull every single video title, view count, and upload date from every video on a channel. And it's going to organize everything into a clean table for you. And then number two, this is what we're going to use to have Claude analyze all of that data. So let me go ahead and actually pull this up for you so you're actually able to see what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and pull this up, and I'm going to get Claude pulled up real quick. And it's going to be this one. Okay, so this right here is exactly what I mean. So with prompt number 2, let me come back here. So prompt number 1, you'll go to a YouTube channel, you'll open Claude's Chrome extension, and you'll use prompt number 1. Now with prompt number 2, this is prompt number 2 right here. Can you guys see this good? Let me go ahead and zoom in real quick. All right, can you see this a lot better now? Yes, okay, perfect. This is prompt number 2. Prompt number 1 is going to give you this. With prompt number 2, this is what this is right here. And this is going to have Claude run a full analysis of every single video title on that sheet. And it's going to give you something like this, right? It can be a little bit different each time, but all of the information is pretty much the same. But this is what Claude is going to give you. It's going to give you its full analysis, and it's incredibly in depth. Now, when you have this analysis, we're going to go ahead and move into prompt number 3. So with prompt number 3, and again, this is a very systematic system. Prompt 1, prompt 2. Tina, I got you. Don't worry. Let me go ahead and remove myself again real quick. All right, if anybody missed it, this is the time to go ahead and get this. Take the screenshot. 3, 2, 1. All right. So prompt 1, prompt 2, right? This is what you get from prompt 2, the entire analysis. And then from there, when we go back to the PowerPoint, for prompt number 3, we're going to have Claude make a short and sweet prompt to have Gemini research this niche to find the top trending topics. So if I come back here, if I scroll down, this is prompt number 3, right? Make a short and sweet prompt to have Gemini research this niche to find the top trending topics. This is what it's going to give you. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of that. And then from there, we're just going to go ahead and paste that into Gemini. So we're going to take the prompt that Claude gives me, and then we're going to give that to Gemini. Gemini is going to run its research, and Gemini is going to send you back something like this. From there, let me go back real quick. We're going to use prompt number 4. And again, I'm going to go ahead and remove myself real quick. Okay, go ahead and take the screenshot to get prompt 3 and prompt 4. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're back. Why not ChatGPT? I prefer Claude. Claude is, from my opinion, pretty much the entire, it's way better than ChatGPT. It's way more analytical. It's overall way more in depth. And since I've been using Claude, I've been seeing a lot more success. Okay, so now we use prompt number 4. We send the Gemini research. And then we say, this is the Gemini research, right? List all of the topics, and then I will choose the ones that I want to make videos about. So Claude's going to go through and list all of the best topics from Gemini's research. And as you can see, it did exactly that. And then if we go back to the PowerPoint, we're going to get, now let me go back here real quick. Okay, so now we have all the topics. And then from there, we're going to choose the topics. I think I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit. Let me Google Trends. Exactly. So we're going to take this data from the topics. We're going to take these topics, And then we're going to go ahead and cross check them on Google Trends. Google Trends is actually going to show us if it was actually accurate and we can choose the best ones because human review is super, super important. So we're going to take the actual topics identified from the Gemini analysis, and then we're going to search those topics individually in Google Trends. On Google Trends, what we're going to do is we're going to check if the trend is rising, stable, or declining. And Google Trends is 100% free, right? You can use it. It's a tool from Google, very, very helpful. So on Google Trends, we're going to check if the trend is rising, stable, or declining. And then from there, we're going to prioritize topics that show consistent or increasing interest, which inside here, I did that with these topics and these four topics, these three topics were actually rising. These were the three topics that were increasing in search volume on Google Trends. So I went ahead and I took those three, I sent them back to Claude, and I actually got titles for each of those topics. And those are the three topics that Claude provided. So super, super important that you actually cross-check it with Google Trends. If you don't cross-check it on Google Trends, sometimes AI can be wrong. So human review is incredibly important. Okay. And again, do not ignore all of the analysis data, right? It's a mistake to let AI just do everything for you, right? Inside Google Trends, you want to make sure that you're actually reviewing all of the data. The people who let AI just run wild without actually cross-checking it, those are the people that end up with channels that make no money, right? You want to be strategic and you want to be intentional. So, step number 3, getting your first videos made. This is the overall Google Trends step. Let me go ahead and actually show you this step-by-step process inside Google Trends. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Google Trends. That way you can actually see exactly what it looks. Connor, yep, I got you right now. So inside Google Trends, if we come here, let me go ahead and share this again. If we come here and actually copy these, you're able to choose multiple. B21 Raiders. We're going to copy the keywords from it. And then from there, let's go ahead and go back to classic. So you want to choose your filters. The filters, let me zoom in. You want to choose United States. And then past 12 months in YouTube search. So you only want to search keywords. So we go ahead and choose this one. And then we're going to choose this one. And then we're going to look up the F15E. And then we're going to look up, so these three right here. So you can see over here, which topic do you guys think is the topic that is the most searched topic? Yellow, exactly, right? The F15E. So if we go back to Claude, it provided multiple title variations right here. So this video, I want to make sure I get made first. Does all of that make sense? Is everyone following along so far? Okay, perfect. How can you get the best titles? Exactly what I just showed. So right here, Claude goes ahead and provides multiple title variations. That way, these are the actual titles right here. That way, you can actually split test your titles. Okay, so now you have your winning video ideas, right? You cross-check with Google Trends, you got all of that. Now we want to go ahead and move into creating the script outline. There's a couple of different steps. So step number one, we're going to use vidIQ to extract 10 transcripts from a successful channel in the niche. From there, we're going to have Claude do a full in-depth analysis of all of the transcripts. What we're doing is we're building a script Bible. This is pretty much a document that tells your scriptwriter exactly how the scripts should sound, what hooks work the best, and what structure to follow. Step number two, we're going to input that script Bible into Gemini along with two of the video titles. And then Gemini is going to create a full script outline. So the hook, the structure, and the overall key talking points. This is pretty much the research pack. So right here, I'm going to walk through these two steps right here. So let me go ahead and pull up Claude again. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a different chat in Claude. And I'm also going to show you how to actually get the transcripts of any video title, any video on YouTube. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. Let's say I want to make I want to basically analyze this channel movie time. So if I go to the channel itself, let me make sure you guys can see this all good. If I go to the channel itself, I can come here and click on any video. When I click on the video, let me make sure I can actually see this. There we go. Okay, when I click on a video, I can go into the overall description of the actual video. At the very bottom, there's this right here, show transcript, right? So I click on show transcript. On the far right, once you have vidIQ installed, you can go ahead and search for the vidIQ section. This is the transcript of the entire video. So this is pretty much the script of the video. Up here in the top right, I can just click copy transcript. When I copy the transcript, this copies the entire script of the video. I'm going to do that 10 different times on 10 different videos. And then I'm going to go ahead and send this. I'm going to send all 10 of those to Claude. And I'm going to use this prompt right here. This is very similar to like the video idea and video title process, but this is basically having Claude analyze all 10 of those scripts. So once you get that, let me go ahead and pull this up for you. Once you have 10 of the transcripts and you also went through and had Claude analyze all 10 of those, we're going to go ahead and actually get the script Bible. So let me go ahead and pull this next step up for you. With the script Bible, we're going to go ahead and have Claude analyze all of those. And then from there, let me get this for you. This is the script analysis, right? This is the script Bible. We're now going to go ahead and go to Gemini. So inside of Gemini, we're going to send this along with a video title, and that's what's going to get you the overall script outline for any single video. One question on the niche, TV shows or movie. Can you please tell me how this works? No, so it's not going to be copyrighted content as long as your editor understands how to make transformative content. And this is overall how the final product looks. For a final script, this is how the final product is going to look. So it's a fully written, research-backed script, right? This is ready for voiceover, ready for editing. You didn't have to write a single word. You didn't have to edit a single frame. What you did was you found the winning idea using data, and you built that research pack using AI. And then from there, you handed it off to your team, and it's pretty much a very systematic system. Now, Moving to step four. For step four, this is getting your first views, right? This is where pretty much the rubber is going to meet the road. At this point, you have your niche, you've got your team, and you've got your first videos produced. Now it's time to start building momentum. There's two main goals in this phase. So, first, we have to get the data. Basically, be able to see what to double down on, right? Not every video is going to be a winner. That's just business, right? You need data to figure out what's working and what's not working. Secondly, right, we have to push towards your first videos passing 1,000 views. That's the overall benchmark. So once one video crosses 1,000 views, you know you're in the game. Now, that's what I just went over right now. These are the benchmarks that matter the most, right? Number one, we need to be able to target a 10% plus CTR. So a 10% plus CTR is your click-through rate. The click-through rate is basically how many people see your title, how many people see your thumbnail, and actually click. And then number two is we want to target a 30% or higher average percentage viewed. So APV tells you how much of your video people are actually watching. If people are clicking, but they're not staying, that means your script needs work, right? And here's the good news. AI is a very huge help with hitting these two numbers. We're able to use AI to test different title variations, analyze what hooks are actually working, and be able to optimize the thumbnails. This is why the system is incredible in 2026 because AI is a very, very huge help. And I also want to be able to set realistic expectations. Most of your early videos, they're not going to get a ton of views, and that's completely normal, right? It's completely normal for your first initial videos to only receive a small amount of traction. This is pretty much the testing phase, right? YouTube is pretty much testing your channel. It's seeing what audience responds to your content, how long they watch, whether they engage, if they even click on your video. But here's the magic, right? One video performing well can lift the entire channel. So when a single video gains traction, it's going to send other viewers to the other videos on your channel. It's pretty much like the snowball effect. So you're not hoping every video goes viral. What you're doing is you're playing the numbers game and you're waiting for that one video to really pop. And when that one video does pop, it brings all of your other content with it. Do you warm up your channel before posting? There's not really any way to warm up your channel before posting, right? Those initial videos, that's what warms it up. This is where AI becomes your unfair advantage, right? You want to be able to utilize AI for everything. So good SEO. So basically use AI to write optimized titles, descriptions, tags. On top of that, it can also analyze your data. So you want to be able to feed your analytics into Claude, and then Claude's going to tell you what's working, what's not working, all of that. On top of that, it's great at identifying high view velocity ideas, high view velocity trending, and evergreen topics before they actually peak, and then being able to pinpoint what to improve. So AI can analyze your scripts, your thumbnails, your hooks, your titles, everything. And it can tell you exactly what to do to fix what's not working, right? This is not the YouTube of 5 years ago. When I first started, none of this was there, right? AI was not around. And AI has changed the game completely, 100 times different. And it's a lot more scalable. It's a lot easier to go and scale a channel. And you can utilize AI as a strategic partner, right? A lot of people are not using AI correctly on YouTube right now. I truly believe I've been able to crack the code. Now, here's the full optimization checklist before you actually upload, right? You want to make sure you have a strong topic that's trending, but also fills a gap. You want to make sure that you have an SEO optimized title with high view velocity keywords, also a click-worthy thumbnail, a script with a strong hook in the first 30 seconds, and you can read the rest, right? I'm going to go ahead and remove myself real quick so you can take a screenshot of this. Super important that you have this screenshot. All right, 3, 2. Okay, and we are back. So, did everybody get that screenshot? I just want to make sure everyone got it. Yes, okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next slide. So, I want to show you all of this in action. This is one of my newer channels. I'm gonna actually go ahead and pull it up live as well, but you can see the overall growth of the channel. So let me go ahead and pull this channel up live for you. So this channel right here was started, the very first day of uploading on this channel was November 20th. So far, it's made over $60,000, and these are all of the daily earnings right here. Now, if we go ahead and switch this to last 28 days, this channel again was started November 20th. This last 28 days, $34,000. I started this channel November 20th, and it's already making $34,000 every single month. How many videos? Down here, you can see those little play. That's how many videos I'm uploading throughout the whole entire month. I wouldn't know exactly the exact number of how many videos on the channel, but at the bottom, these right here, you can see how many videos I'm uploading in the past 28 days. So, super important that you're utilizing AI correctly, because it's a very, 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 very beneficial tool. A lot of people are just using it in the complete wrong way. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about aligning your channel with the algorithm. So there's two things that most people overlook: video tags and description tags. So video tags help YouTube understand what your video is about. They basically tell the algorithm which audience to show it to, and if they also help your content appear in search results. For example, a video about celebrity scandals, you can use tags along these lines. Description tags, right? These make your videos discoverable through clickable links. These show above your video title. So the same thing with celebrity scandal, you can use something along these lines. Now, here's the hack, right? You can use vidIQ to see exactly what tags your competitors are ranking for. So just like how we did with actually getting the transcript of a video, in that same section, you can see the exact video tags that your competitors are using. That way, you can use the same, if not very, very similar tags. Now, before your channel is actually monetized, right, this is essentially what it looks like, because a lot of people have unrealistic expectations. So this channel before monetization, the channel I was just showing you, it had 22 videos that was uploaded onto it. Those 22 videos had a total of 400,000 views. Each video costed $75 to get made, and 80% of those videos had under 1,000 views. Only 3 videos accounted for 90% of all of the views. That's the overall reality of it, right? You don't need every single video to go viral. What you need is a few videos to really pop off, and those few are going to carry the rest. Now, after I got monetized on the channel, same channel, 50,000 views per day, $8 RPM, and that's roughly about $800 every single day. So $24,000 a month, right after I was monetized. And again, like I just showed you, now this channel is getting $34,000 every single month. That's the power of this system when you actually execute it correctly, right? If that doesn't get you fired up, let me know in the chat. With $34,000 every single month change your life? Let me know. Let me know. Drop a yes in the chat if $34,000 would change your life. Because if you do it correctly, this is what's possible. I have multiple clients, plenty of clients seeing these exact results because they're using the system correctly. And again, I do want to hammer in on this point. You do not need millions of views to make real money on YouTube. This channel alone, not even over a million views, but it's still making $7,000 plus every single month. 605,000 views made $7,341. It's about the RPM and consistency. You don't need millions of views if you're in the right niche. Okay, so step number 5. This is where it all comes together, right? Getting monetized and making money. This is what everything has been building towards. So there's 3 things that are actually very important here. Number 1, understanding how you make money on YouTube. Number 2, starting multiple channels. And number 3, multiplying your income streams, right? Let's go ahead and break each one of these down. How do you actually make money on YouTube, right? There's two things that you have to hit in order to actually be monetized. Number 1, you need 1,000 subscribers, and number 2, 4,000 watch hours. That's within the past 12 months. So once you hit both of these, you apply for the YouTube Partner Program. YouTube is going to review your channel, and once you get approved, ads are going to start running on your videos, and that's how you get paid, is through ad revenue. But here's a pro tip that most people don't know. You can actually start making money on your channel before you're monetized, and that's through brand deals and affiliate marketing. So you don't have to wait to start making money. You can monetize from day one if you want to, right? As long as you're being, smart about it and not just trying to oversell in your videos. Now, here's where you maximize your revenue. There's 4 keys that you need to follow. Obviously, as we spoke about, being in a high RPM niche, also maintaining a high APV. If you have a longer APV, a higher APV, so that means more people are watching your videos, more people are going to see more ads in your videos. You want to be able to also add in ad slots into your video because you can manually place mid-roll ads at strategic points. That way there's more ads being shown in your video. And the big one, scale to multiple channels, right? Don't stop at one channel because every new channel is a new income stream. In the very beginning of this workshop, I asked, how many channels do you guys want to start? A lot of people were saying 5, 2, 3, 6, right? Once one channel is monetized and making money, go ahead and start multiple channels. Do you have one account per channel or several accounts? Daniel wants 27 channels. All right. I have multiple channels per account. Okay. Because this is what scaling looks like. Once you have multiple channels, this is what scaling looks like. One channel, 16,000, another channel, 15,000, another channel last 28 days, 6,000. If you add up all 3 of these, that's over $40,000 a month. Just 3 channels. Now imagine once you have 5 channels, 10 channels, or 22 channels like I do, right? The math ends up getting insane. And every single one of these channels, it runs on the exact 5-step system that we just went through. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, but how do I actually multiply my income streams? How do I go from one channel to multiple channels? That's a great question. You repeat the 5-step automated content system. That's it, right? The same exact process that we just went through, choosing a new niche. You can even keep the same content team for multiple channels. From there, getting your first videos made, getting your first views, and then getting monetized. That's how you go from $5,000 a month to $50,000 a month. So let's go ahead and recap. What makes this the best solution to build a highly profitable YouTube business? Number one, little to no experience needed. I started this with a 2.3 GPA, a college dropout, working at Jack in the Box, working at UPS, right? There's also low startup cost, $75 per video. On top of that, there's less guessing and more winning because it's AI powered. And on top of that, the profit margins with this business are the best that I've ever seen with any business. I showed you a video that costed $75 and made over $98,000. On top of that, if you've made it this far in the workshop, I seriously think that you're ready to start making money on YouTube in the next 90 to 120 days. You've seen the system, you've seen the results, you've seen what my students have done. The only question is, are you actually going to take action? And look how simple the requirements are to actually get started, right? A working computer, a working internet connection. If you guys are all in here, you have both of those. Basic fifth grade communication skills. I would assume majority of people, have that, right? And then on top of that, a few hours each day of your time, right? A few hours a day of your time. There's no fancy equipment, no studio, no camera, no special degree. With that being said, in my opinion, it would be smart of you to commit to learning and mastering these 5 steps and actually start and grow your own YouTube business. The question that you should be asking yourself, however, is what's the quickest way to implement everything that I just learned? You have 2 paths. And I want to be real with you about both of them. Option number 1, the solo route. So you take all of this valuable information that I gave you today and you start building your dream by yourself. And look, that's what I personally did. I went solo, and I'll be honest about, what it looks like. Self-imposed isolation. You're figuring it out alone with nobody to ask questions to. Inconsistent progress. Some weeks you crush it. Some weeks you're just completely lost. Constant trial and error. Skill gaps that you just don't even know that you have. And a lot of difficulty in monetization. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. It took me years going the solo route. Years of mistake, years of wasted money, years of videos that just went nowhere. You can do it alone. I'm not saying you can't do it alone, but it will take you a lot longer. Now, you can also take the shortcut, right? You can implement everything that you learned today with overall less work, less guessing, and less wasted money. We can do this together, right? You can be guided by somebody who already built a profitable YouTube business from scratch, who already mentors hundreds of multi-6-figure high performers and has created a repeatable system, right? You can get video breakdowns showing you exactly how to do things, not just what to do, advanced strategies that I do not share publicly, and also check-ins at every step of the way. So all of the resources and templates that you need, and also direct access to my personal content teams. I do live coaching. I also have, the one-on-one mentorship where you're working directly with me. So if you want to be as skilled as any successful business owner, if you want to have the skills to make money no matter what happens in the economy, if you want to build a vehicle that allows you to stack cash and multiply your money month after month, then keep watching because I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen. And the best part, it's little to no experience necessary. I've had students with 0 YouTube experience start making money in the first 90 days. The business can run from anywhere in the world, and YouTube is always going to be in demand, and it's constantly growing, right? It's a very sustainable business. It's owned by Google. So let me introduce you to the automated content scaling program. This is the mentorship, right? This is what my most successful students used to get to where they are. You get the complete zero to monetize blueprint, the step-by-step roadmap from going from a brand new channel to being monetized and making real money. And you also get step-by-step support. So it's not a thing where you're just watching videos and we're saying good luck, right? We're working directly with you, right? You get step-by-step support through the entire process. You also get our hiring SOPs, right? It's the standard operating procedures for finding top remote talent, the exact job postings, the exact screening processes, everything that you need to build a world-class content team. Not just find them, but also manage them properly. Now, you also get the high RPM niche finder, right? We've talked about how important it is to be in a very profitable niche. This helps you secure niches paying $7 or more. And more importantly, it helps you find untapped niches. Niches where there's demand, but there's not a lot of competition. And look, these are some examples of clients that are using the high RPM niches. So this client, Kurt, within a few months already making over $5,000 a month because his niche is very profitable. John, $610 off one video. Just one video, over $600 because the RPM is very, very profitable. You also get client exclusive AI tools and automations. So streamlined workflows that cut your production time in half, systems and automations that I've built specifically for my mentees. This is stuff that you just can't get anywhere else. So these tools automate the repetitive parts of running a YouTube channel. That way you can focus on strategy and scaling. You also get your first 1,000 subscribers module, right? This is specifically designed to help boost your subscriber count and scale real views from zero, right? Real organic growth with $0 in ad spend. And this is the big one. You get 12 months access to my 7-figure YouTube team. So this means that you have direct access to me. This isn't some course where you watch videos and you figure it out yourself, right? I'm actually working hand in hand with you. You can see with this screenshot right here, I'm doing channel reviews, content reviews. I'm giving you step-by-step processes on how to scale and get to that next level, right? This is what a hands-on mentorship looks like. There's a lot of stuff out there that's just a course. They just throw video modules at you and say good luck. This is not what this is. I'm very involved with getting your channel to be successful. You also get the updated 2026 strategies to keep you winning, right? So the algorithm is changing constantly. What worked last year might not work this year. Inside the program, I'm constantly updating the strategies. I do 4 live coachings every single month, but you also have access to one-on-one mentorship calls, and you also have access to over 12 hours of training modules. I made sure to literally jam-pack so much knowledge into this program to make sure that you have the best chance of being successful with this business. Now, this is everything that you have, right? The zero to monetize blueprint, the high RPM niche finder, client exclusive AI and automations, your first 1,000 subscriber module, hiring SOPs, all my AI prompt library, 2026 winning strategies. The total value of all of this is over $15,000, but it's not going to cost you that much, not even close. This is the overall 12-step roadmap that is going to be followed inside of the program. Step number 1, onboarding call, all the way to getting your first channel monetized, to scaling that first channel past monetization. And then from there, we're going to repeat that process with multiple channels. At the end of the day, you're actually getting all of this knowledge. So everything that I'm training you on inside of this program, you're going to be able to repeat this process with multiple channels, right? That's the true value that you're getting. You're never guessing. You always know what to do next, and every single step is already laid out for you. But that's not all, right? You have direct access to the same content teams that I'm personally using. So the most important piece, as I mentioned, right? I taught you how to already find your own content team. But the thing is, there's still a lot of trial and error when you're finding your own content team. With this program, you skip that trial and error process and you have direct access to hire the exact teams that I use across all of my channels. Not only just my channels, but for example, Andre has access to my content teams, and he's across his 3 channels, he's making over $30,000 a month. Andrew has access to my content teams, uses my content teams, and he's making over $100 a day doing this literally just part-time. Cam uses my content teams, and he got monetized while working a stressful 9 to 5 job and got monetized within just a few months. So, if you are interested in actually joining this, right? Go to booking.thescotsmith.com. Exactly, Jim, right? You're not buying my knowledge. You're buying the prevention of bad experiences in time. Exactly. You're buying time, right? You're being able to skip that trial and error process. You're being able to have access to teams that are already working, access to niches that are already proven to work. It's a very hands-on process. And literally every step of the way, if there's any roadblocks, you send a message. We can either hop on a call. I can respond to you as soon as possible. You have access to my internal teams and access to my content teams. So you're skipping that trial and error process and you're jumping right into what's working. Nicholas, I spend a total of $0 in paid ads. Is there 2 E's in the URL? Yes, Amir, there is 2 E's in the URL. I'm spamming it in the chat right now. It's booking.thescotsmith.com. You can click on it directly in the chat. You're the best person to teach YouTube faces. I appreciate that, Daniel. I make sure to literally put my heart and soul into this to give the most value possible. Thanks, Scott. This was very insightful, 100%. So we must pay for it. Yes, this is a paid service. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You're amazing. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you joining. And again, if you are interested in joining, go to booking.thescotsmith.com. It's right here on the site. The has 2 E's, so booking.thescotsmith.com. I'm spamming it in the chat. But I do want to show you some case studies because there's a ton of case studies, right? The best thing about this program is that you're not alone throughout the process. Throughout the 7 years of me doing this, I went through a lot of trial and error. I spent a lot of money and I wasted a ton of time trying to figure out what's working. The best thing about this is that you have my personal eyes, which have 7 years of experience on your channel. I'm constantly doing reviews. I'm working day and night with my clients to help them double down on what's performing, find the best possible video topics, and continue scaling, right? That's the most important piece. John, after 6 months of working with me, he made over $18,000 in just 6 months. And he's clearing over $5,000 to $6,000 every single month on his channel now. I've had clients that have made over $2,000 from one video that they paid $75 for, right? This goes back to the point of this business being the most profitable business with very high profit margins. This one video is $75 and they made over $2,000. Bella is one of my favorite examples. Bella launched her channel with me in 2024. And on that one channel, she made over $110,000 in 1 year. On her second channel, she's making over $27,000 every 90 days, right? Since she joined, she was able to quit her job and also spend more time with her kid, which that's the first thing that she told me that she wanted to achieve when she actually joined the program, is to be able to quit her job and spend more time with her kid. And it happened in less than 6 months, which this is one of my favorite examples. So again, you can go ahead and type in booking.thescotsmith.com if you are interested in signing up. There we go. I don't know what happened there. I'm also spamming it in the chat. It's just booking.thescotsmith.com if you are interested in getting more information. So once you go to booking.thescotsmith.com, you'll be able to schedule a call with either me or one of my team members to get you more information, get you onboarded, and get everything scheduled with your onboarding call. So on that site, you can schedule a call with me or direct access with one of my team members to be able to, book a call, get more information, and also get everything started. But if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to be answering all your questions. Amir, awesome. Saturday at 1 p.m. EST. Amazing, Amir. Excited to get you on board. And there is only limited spots, just a heads up, because it's direct access to my content teams, a lot of one-on-one support. So I do want to make sure that you're actually able to get the, actual support that you need. The Gemini is not making the scripts for you, Inkit. Gemini is not making the scripts for you. It is helping write the structure of a script. The script writer is actually going through and finding. Can you give us ballpark estimates of the mentorship in terms of pricing? Is that what you're asking? Why are you teaching us instead of just making money? Of course, working with me one-on-one, it does cost. It's not free. It's basically an additional source of income. It's also one of those things where it's a very symbiotic relationship, right? I'm helping a lot of people make a lot of money with this business model. Of course, it's not free. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any questions. I'll lose my voice just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead. No, you do not need a VPN if you live in a different country. I have a lot of clients in a lot of different countries. You don't need a VPN. It's your audience is, YouTube is going to push your content to the people that would actually enjoy it. So if you're uploading content in English, of course it's going to push it to a US audience. Michael, you don't need to. A lot of my clients do, but a lot of my clients also don't have an LLC. How much time do you spend on reviewing the videos? So it's one of those things where I've built a team that is very trained and very vetted. I've been working with my content teams for over 5 years. So I don't have to review every single second of the video. I mainly focus on the intro. And that's the biggest benefit of being in this program, is that you have access to those teams that I've already been working with for over 5 years, that I've been training and working with for 5 years. So they're very, very experienced. How much does it cost? It's in the range of 4 figures, right? It depends on how much one-on-one support that you personally need. So it's in the range of mid 4 figures. And it's very dependent on you personally, on what you personally need. In terms of content creation, it's $75 per video. And I recommend a minimum of 2 videos per week, 8 videos per month. Yes, Daniel, exactly. Best tool for script, a script writer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send over the link one more time if you want to go ahead and sign up. There's a few more spots available to go ahead and book a call with me or my team. You can upload these videos across any platform, Facebook, and YouTube they're both great. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hop off in a couple of minutes. Feel free to ask any other questions. But yeah, the link is booking.thescottsmith.com. I was checking right now. I see we have about two more spots left. Yeah, there's about two more spots left. So if you want to go ahead and sign up for the call, again, booking.thescottsmith.com. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining. I hope you guys learned a lot of information. Nonetheless, I hope you guys actually got the most value possible, for this workshop. And feel free to message me on Instagram if you have any questions. Also, go to booking.thescottsmith.com if you do want to go ahead and actually, sign up for a call, book a call with me and my team. No, John, you don't need any. We help you with all of that, John. We help you with all of that. You can come in fresh and on the call, we help you get the entire game plan rolling. Thank you guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you guys for joining. I hope it was very informative.